Well, hey, what's going on? I'm Mo.
And I'm Jo.
You're listening to Mojo and the Outsiders podcast brought to you by Backwoods Adventure Mods.
Hey guys, and on this episode today, we're just talking about Toyota Jamboree.
Texas.
Texas. Basically, our time there, hung out with a bunch of customers, did some wheeling, got to take some
Lot of
sweet,
fun.
yeah, dude, got to take some sweet rips in a Tacoma that I thought was gonna kill us. Yeah, guys, stay tuned. We'll listen to some sweet music, and we'll get back after it.
All right, man. How about that solo guitar right there?
Oh, dude,
you're good, man. You nailed that.
Yeah, so we actually do the music for that.
Oh yeah, I do it in my garage. Mo's totally lying. Do not let him lie to you.
When I do the music, I mean, we go through a audio selection and we select. So we kind of do.
We did it.
Some would call me an audio engineer.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Well, how about that Texas Jamboree,
dude? It was awesome.
So good. Actually, not hot and actually not dusty. So
yeah. And actually,
crazy.
We had real beds.
We did.
Yeah,
so
we
it
slept.
Was good all the way around.
Well, and like for my first time going, I was super glad that the weather was not as bad as what everybody tells me.
You got spoiled. Honestly.
Yeah, you really did do it right.
I'm screwed next year. Like next year, I will probably have the hottest day ever, and that'll be payback. But I was super glad that the weather was awesome.
Dude, it was so good, man. I mean, such a good show. I say that, but I mean, the day we pulled in there, what day we left? Wednesday, I guess, here afternoon or whatever. And we had to drive through this terrible storm. I didn't even know it rained like that in Texas.
Oh my gosh, man!
I mean, pouring. So,
it was.
I mean, when we got to the show, there wasn't even anybody to be found. We went to drop off our swag. Everybody was kind of hunkered down. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
We kind of drove to the tent, did some honks.
Well, we tried to get there early to drop off all of our giveaway prizes.
Yeah.
Which was pretty comical because I mean, they were just as we ship them, right? Cardboard
in the rain,
dude. They
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, so soggy, man.
Yeah.
Just like terrible.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those deals where the whole time I was driving the Tacoma there, I kept on looking in my rearview mirror to make sure that the boxes
didn't
weren't
have any pieces hanging off, flapping in the wind.
Yeah, man, because I mean they were soggy by the time, and it was raining so hard. Like just to put it in perspective, I mean, I was trying to get video of it, but I didn't want to take both my hands or even one hand off the wheel. It was like that bad. And Grant had on his chase lights, and I seriously could not even see him in front of me.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Could not see the
power
lights.
of Baja Designs was not enough.
Yeah, it was nuts.
That says a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
But yeah, so we did that, went and dropped off our giveaway stuff, and then we went
to a sweet little local food joint down there for dinner.
Super local.
Yeah.
Super local. Yeah. Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, Texas
Maybe
Roadhouse.
Heard of it.
Yeah. No franchises in Texas. They're all they're all locally
owned. That's the convenient thing about it, man. It's like you try to go to the one that's close to us, man. You better put your name on a wait list. So you go to the one in Texas.
Yeah.
Walk right in, sit you right down.
Right. Like very normie.
Butter before you know it.
Yeah. No, so yeah, we did that. Texas Road. Oh, we gotta tell this is pretty funny. So we went into Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, I forgot about
dude. This is pretty hilarious.
Little David Copperfield.
So
by the way, our ambassador Josh Bratcher was with us. So we were 4 deep.
Yeah.
4 deep.
Feral Pig on Instagram if you haven't heard of him.
Super small 4Runner.
Yeah. But we go into Texas Roadhouse, and this girl's like, "Okay, follow me." So we start following her. Now, keep in mind, she's like maybe 4'11", and nothing against the people that are 4'11", but y'all are hard to follow, And like she's walking through Texas Roadhouse, which has like all those little walls,
little aisles, booths everywhere.
We completely lost this girl, like to the point where we're just walking around Texas Roadhouse,
dude, like trying to seat ourselves, like looking for her. I mean, looking for everybody and kind of asking people if they'd seen our girl, And
well, everybody's staring at us. We looked like zoo animals
in the entire restaurant.
Yeah, everybody's eating their dinner and they're just looking like, what are these 4 guys doing? All matching shirts. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. And what was funny though, she just kind of came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, I've been watching you guys look for me." Or something.
She said, "No, I never left."
Yeah.
Oh,
I was wondering where y'all were going.
And I was like, "Bull crap, dude! You
were gone forever."
Houdini.
Yeah, that was funny.
But no, that was a pretty funny story. What do we do after that?
Bowling, baby.
Oh yeah,
Good a little bit.
Yeah.
that's right.
We
That's
had
right.
to show Josh what was good.
I played probably the worst game I've ever played.
It was fun, right? Oil Bowl. Which
that's
was the
right.
weirdest name for a bowling alley maybe ever. I
Well,
mean,
that
we're
was like the
getting
theme though. It was like oil this, oil that.
dude, Texas
Yeah.
tea.
I mean, it is in like the oil district. I guess that's probably not what they call it.
I was like,
oil
really?
district.
It's in
Really?
the
Hell
oil
yeah, man.
area of Texas, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Longview, Texas, though, had it going on more
Yeah.
than Gilmer.
I liked
Yeah.
Longview. I thought it was real cool, man.
Had a little vibe, a little downtown area,
Yeah.
tiny ice creams,
Yeah.
great Mexican food.
Sloshy milkshakes. You'll get the
Yeah, J.O. was definitely disappointed in his milkshake. His 7-ounce, $7 milkshake.
Yeah, it was,
I mean, at that price and that ounces, like that many ounces, like,
Yeah,
Well,
I
it
don't
may
blame
be-
him. He knows I would be disappointed too.
dude, it may have been a half scoop of ice cream with an entire. We'll just say 1 ounce of ice cream, 6 ounces of milk.
I would have
Explain that
went
to
like
me.
3 ounces of milk, 3 ounces of water. Is what does it look, man?
It was bad. It was
You
not
know, like,
great.
well,
It
you
was not
drank it
great.
in like 0.3 seconds too. It was just gone.
I almost did it out of principle, because
Yeah.
I wanted to show him how
Show
small
him.
this milkshake
Yeah,
is.
I did not enjoy this for
Dude.
as long as I should have.
You're not gonna hand a grown
Well, I think
man.
he was heartbroken, man. I mean, we were also the guys that walked in 15 minutes till close and said, "Yeah, we want some ice cream."
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's an ice cream stand, right?
Yeah.
He don't have to turn on the cooktop.
Yeah, you're just scooping.
yeah,
No disrespect. You're just
Yeah.
scooping though.
yeah. But no, we did that, and then
Our
I'm trying to
Airbnb.
remember.
We had to talk about checking in our Airbnb, right?
Oh,
Or was that before?
No, that was before we went to town.
That was before. So
that
yeah.
was.
I mean-
we went and tried to drop off the stuff, then went to the Airbnb, then did our night stuff. But
Yeah.
the Airbnb was kind of a hoot.
Dude,
Yeah.
Steve was a good one. He's if you ever stay down there, he's kind of got a little compound going on. He's got the big house where he stays, him and the wife, and then he's got 3 smaller Airbnbs. I'm not sure ours wasn't a
Cottage-looking
horse
thing.
barn at one time. You know, the
Yeah.
insulation up top screams chicken house to me, but
It wouldn't shock me if Steve is the slumlord of Gilmer.
dude, he was definitely doing it. But dude,
may
first
be.
thing he does, right, walks over, man. Is this where the party's at? You know, like, dude, this guy's about to be awesome. You know, he's gonna have a
Right.
good time,
Yeah.
old country boy. You know, we're gonna jive out just fine.
Yep.
And then he figures out all 4 of us are sleeping there, and boy, that's when the issues started.
He's like, "How
kept-
many are sleeping here? Or
Yeah.
how many are staying here?" And we were like, "All 4."
Yeah.
He's like, "Only 2 have signed the waiver or signed up."
Only 2,
Yeah.
y'all.
It's like, okay, so what do we need to do? You know?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he went on to mention it, I kid you not, 6 more times, you know, as
Yeah.
we like walked through the property. And he did, you know, we had to move. He's trying to drive tractors around, so we had to shuffle our trucks. And
Yeah.
it was funny. He wanted us to park in his yard that is so soaked with rain. And we're in
Oh,
these
yeah.
heavy trucks, you know, and we're like,
Yeah.
man, we didn't park there because we didn't want to rut your land up. You know, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, y'all got mud trucks, y'all
Yeah.
be fine." And I mean, by the time we left, I mean, dude, we had sunk in the earth.
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah. 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 I mean, well, to me, the whole weird thing about the four people deal was like at first when he was bringing it up, I was like, "Oh Lord, this dude's nickel and diming us." You know, he's
Yeah,
trying to get
right,
some
right.
money.
You squeeze
I
2
don't
more
even-
dudes.
Yeah, I don't even think he wanted money. He just wanted us to sign this waiver for whatever reason.
Maybe
Yeah.
it looks good on his end to like host 4 guests or something.
Maybe.
You know, for his numbers. I don't know.
Has to. I mean,
Trying
he
to
only
get-
has 3 beds, so it can't be a knock against it.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
trying to get 4 reviews.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Josh Bratcher's, you know, slept on the couch first night,
Yeah.
realized we do have a recliner the second night.
Dude.
Classic.
I felt so bad because it was like, Josh, like you're our guest, like, dude, you
Yeah.
can totally sleep in this bed. Like,
Right,
I'll
same.
sleep on the couch, or we can even cuddle together. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to sleep because
Pull
this
the
couch.
pole, pull the hole.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
this couch is literally 4 foot long. Like, I feel Josh is not a small person. Like, he's like
Right.
6 foot, you know,
Yeah,
full
yeah.
size. And yeah, he's sleeping on this 4 foot couch, dude. I felt so
Yeah.
bad.
After driving however many hours to get here.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if he won or lost. I mean, the way you talked like sleeping on that bed you had, like it was sleeping on the earth, man.
It was the hardest bed I've ever slept on. Like,
So-
And
so
it
yeah.
was also
exaggeration.
shoved in a closet.
Yeah.
It was-
so,
it
so
was
first
also
of all,
in a closet.
this was like a quote unquote Alaskan cottage. So
Yeah.
it was like themed that way,
In
right?
Texas.
In Texas. Makes total sense. So yeah, the upstairs was J.O. and I's room, and it was just this like weird loft that like overlooked the
Super
living room.
steep, no handrail.
Yeah,
Great.
didn't pass code for sure. But
Definitely not.
it was 2 full-size beds at like an L. Very strange like way they placed
Yeah.
them. But yeah, J.O.'s head and bed was like in the closet, like a foot, 2 feet deep in the closet.
It was
Right, hang your
convenient.
clothes up right beside your ears.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
convenient, dude.
Yeah.
Like very convenient for storage, you know.
So hilarious.
Yeah. It was, dude, that was interesting. The stairs. I forgot about the stairs.
Dude, I
This-
fell the
Yes.
first time
Yeah,
coming down.
They're like the most dangerous stairs I've ever seen. The rise and the run was definitely not up to code.
No, they were like 8 inches deep, like nothing.
Yeah, like nuts. And then no handrail,
Yeah.
which I thought was psychotic. I mean,
All carpet.
yeah, like there was a time where I like almost tripped walking down the stairs, and if I would have fell, I would have fallen from the very top of the stairs.
Yeah, dude.
You better not knock
But-
anything over.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
man.
wild. But anyways, but no, and then so yeah, after the Airbnb, we did that, and then we went to town. Or no, we went to go try to drop off the stuff.
We went to Jambo after the next morning, first thing, right?
Yeah,
Got in
yeah.
there
Yeah,
early.
next day. Yep.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, got all our stuff dropped off. It was funny dragging it in there because there's red dust everywhere on the stuff that's covered. And then where our boxes, where they're pushing them across the ground, it's like a snail trail of where they finally landed.
Waterlogged.
Yeah.
Giveaway prize. Here you
Yeah.
go. Water
Yeah.
included.
Well, and it's like, I don't even know if I necessarily told you guys this at the show, but like going to that Jambo show was cool. Like seeing that for the first time. It's like, I've been to shows wherever you'll see a bunch of vehicles, but seeing nothing but Toyotas.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, saw a stretch 200 series.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was
Extended
nuts.
stretch.
Yeah.
I think I got a little video of it. I'll try to post it in here, but
Yeah.
it was sweet.
And we'll have a
Um,
full length YouTube video. So
Yeah,
I'm
a lot of fun
editing it right
happened.
now, and dude, I have like 3 hours of footage to go through. It's
Yeah.
a lot, but it'll
Sorry,
be cool. So,
Good
no, it's
times.
good. It's great.
Good times.
The people will love it. It'd be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I mean, that was such a cool experience, kind of pulling in there, seeing all those, the Toyotas just everywhere. Everyone's a good energy, they're in the line too. Like the workers are just walking around, talking to everyone.
Yeah,
just hanging
Bobby and
out.
them walking around, Jeremy, coming through, meeting us and everything,
Yeah.
it's a long line to get into this place, and the earlier you can get there, the better. It seems like most people will miss half a day. So it's like if you try and get there afternoon, it seems like the line's significantly longer. But
yeah.
I mean, we shot right in, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's good.
yeah. No, got in there pretty quick, and then basically just went to the booth and kind of hung out. That was
Yeah.
the day.
Well,
Cali-Raised showed up the day after that or before
Yeah,
that?
that's what we jumped in with. We met with one of our local guys, David,
Yeah.
when ended
Dude,
up,
Strout. Yeah, we wanted to run some trail, get some content kind of early.
the lighting was perfect. The sun
Oh yeah,
wasn't just
super
blasting.
cloudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
So and yeah, not a lot of people got there that first day, so we were able to kind of cruise in at a chill pace and get the content we needed before the trucks were all caked
Yeah.
and everything.
Right. And I mean, it was still different. Still a lot of clay mud out there. I mean,
Yeah,
we saw some people having some trouble going up some stuff, and then David had a little
Oh,
bit of trouble
boy.
going up same stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, that mud clay, it's like once it fills your tires, and if you don't have enough momentum, man,
Yeah.
you are
MTs are a must
Yeah.
out there, dude.
100%.
after the rain for sure.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
ATs, I'm sure fine. I mean, it's got to be sticky when it's just not wet covered,
Yeah.
but
They just pack too much.
Yeah.
But dude, David almost freaking flopped on his lid. I
Yeah,
could
he
not
did.
believe that.
Dude, he did. He which I didn't see it. Who was down there? Was it Mo down
No,
there?
I
or
was
was
in
it-
the same truck
was
as
me.
you.
So I was in the middle with Josh. I was riding shotgun, and I look in the rearview mirror and I see David just like kind of chugging along, and then I see him like pitch his whole front up and like to the side, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I like yell on the radio, like, whoa, whoa, stop, stop!
Yeah.
Like, could not believe this, and he had like started climbing up the
He was
bank.
leaving the trail.
Yeah, making his own, doing a Josh Bratcher line. I
Yeah.
swear.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
going up, dude, and like his passenger front tire was all the way on this bank, and his back left was on a like pinned up against the bank. So he was like super wedged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I get the camera out because content, right?
Yeah, why not?
Get it out, start snapping, and then dude, it is like choo choo train, man.
White
like,
smoke, fog machine
everywhere,
activated.
low oil
Yeah.
pressure, These
Yeah.
trucks do not like big angles because they can't suck enough fluid. But dude, I mean, that thing started smoking, and then we hear the
Yeah, that ticking.
I mean, kind of
Yeah.
freak out moment,
I couldn't believe the motor didn't blow up. Be honest
Dude,
with
I mean,
you.
that's the thing.
Toyota,
We got it
baby.
level.
I know.
Got it level. The tick went away. The smoke went away.
Yeah, we got him right, but like the next 30, 45 minutes, like we look behind, like we knew where David was.
Yeah.
You know,
Easy.
smoke trail.
Dude,
Yeah.
clearing the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, I mean, seriously. Yeah, he did look like a freaking mosquito truck. So, yeah.
Mosquito
No,
mod.
it did like that. Honestly, like really made me stoked to see that truck run as good as it did
Same.
after. Because I mean, I thought his motor was smoked.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
dude, he drove it around the rest of the weekend. Like that was
Mhm.
day
Yeah.
one classic, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed
Right.
like day one jitters, man. Everybody get out there and get silly with it.
yeah, which
Yeah.
David wheels hard too, though, man. He
He
really
does.
does. Like he beats on that Tacoma. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, at one time he may even still have it like this, but he had his entire interior stripped out
Oh yeah,
because he
I
got
forgot
it
he'd
flooded
done
it,
that,
right?
flooded
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
like, dude, he's put this truck through some paces, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he got in a
has.
wreck too. Didn't he get like rear-ended or something?
No, he
Did
hit
I
by
make
a
that up?
tree in Colorado.
Oh,
is
you're
what he
right.
told me.
Oh, that tree jumped out in front of
He
him.
got rear-ended by a tree.
Yeah.
yeah,
Out of
Tree's
nowhere.
fault.
Yeah.
No insurance on the tree, believe it or not.
Yeah, I would
Heard
think
that
so.
story a million times, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
No,
But-
but dude, there's like so many calibers of people at Jambo.
Yeah.
So you get like the buggy people that are just
Yeah.
like, just is that even a Toyota anymore? I don't
Yeah.
know. You know, and then you get like the mild trail
Right.
guys.
It's like,
kinda
dude,
us,
FJ
right?
headlights.
Yeah.
Make it a Toyota.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get people that are like decently into it, you know, like can do some tough stuff, and then you get kind of newbies in there.
Yeah, which
then-
that's the cool part, right? It's like seeing
Yeah.
that it's so inviting from everybody, from what you just
Exactly.
said, from like the buggies to, I mean, we saw so many stock rigs running around. It's not
Yeah,
even
I love
funny.
that, man. I love that.
Dude.
Yeah, we could all coexist together. But
Yeah.
there's also this group of people that like they don't care.
No.
They show up to break things.
Yeah.
I will never be that kind
No,
of guy.
me neither.
And, but it's entertaining as hell
Yeah.
to watch, right? Like,
Yeah.
Well, you know
I'm-
what I just
I'm-
had a thought about?
Huh.
I still have not tried the rev limiter on my FJ.
Oh, well, them
boy.
Venezuelans
Oh
teach you.
boy. Right.
Dude, we need to. So Grant and Mo were telling me before, you know, talking about calibers of people, like literally the FJ is its own
Right,
caliber
as
out there.
Yeah.
advertised too, right? Tons
Yeah.
of FJs down there, tons
Dude.
of good-looking FJs at that.
There really is. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, like, you know, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on this podcast before, but I'll just go ahead and like say it again. Like, I own a FJ. I don't love them. Like, generally, like I generally think people build them terribly. They like just put on the worst stuff. But
Yeah.
down there, dude, they put on the sickest stuff.
Yeah, they're
I wonder if
Like-
that's like a limitation in mods. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I know we
That's
don't
true.
make stuff for them. You know,
That's
so
true.
it's like I don't know if that's just kind of stuck with what you've got or
Yeah.
It's
But-
also like, I don't know. I don't know if I should say this. It's like the closest thing to a Jeep. Am
Yeah.
I gonna get in trouble?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I mean that's fair. It's
right?
fair. Yeah,
Of the Toyota family,
very
right?
fair, yeah.
It's kind of close.
very true.
So, I mean, Jeep
Yeah.
people can get kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I know.
we've seen it.
Right.
You know, but it's like, dude, all these FJs out here were so cool because every single one of them were.
We've seen with
mean,
like long travel, everybody's
Yeah.
running tires 3 sizes too big.
Yeah.
Screw
troubadours.
fenders,
You know,
yeah,
like
traps everywhere.
Yeah.
Stano snorks. I mean, Treps.
Live
Yeah.
on the rev limiter.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't use radios to communicate. They just.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
seriously,
Yeah.
dude, we got to try it after this podcast. We got to go out there
Well,
and start.
hopefully it
up.
goes well because there won't be any more trying after that.
Well,
So,
yeah,
I
but
don't
it'll
know.
be, dude. It was like one
It
of those
either
deals.
goes great or not great.
Yeah. It was one of those deals like seeing those FJs out there like really made me be like, dang, dude, maybe I do like
you
my
like
FJ.
appreciate it.
Yeah, like maybe I'm proud to be an FJ owner now.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
It's definitely they have that wild factor about them.
Yeah.
Like,
It did.
they're-
I remember
yeah.
you saying that down there. Like, dude, seeing all these FJs, you know, it kind of makes me, you know, appreciate mine a little more, you know,
Yeah.
seeing
Yeah.
all these out.
Well, like the first time I heard one like do the rev limiter that you're telling me about, I remember turning around and looking at Mo and being like,
Dude, jaw
oh
on
my
the
gosh,
floor.
like
I
dude,
have
was,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so stoked. So that's what I told him. I said my goal by the end of the year is to figure out how to make my FJ sound like that. So
I don't think it's figuring out. I think
No,
it's
there
just
was
big
one-
balls.
There was these 2 guys. I forget what company they were with, but they had 2 FJs that were rowdy. Like they sounded like they had some kind of exhaust on them.
Oh, I'm sure they
the
all
black,
have exhaust.
the black
Yeah.
one that we went and talked to, and he revved it, you know, standing in front of us.
Yeah.
Like that didn't sound
Yeah.
like what those other ones sounded like.
no, these sounded nuts. Like which they were definitely manual, like for sure. I mean, you could just tell. And
All-wheel
then-
drive. That's an all-wheel drive in the FJ world too.
Yeah. And they, I don't know, like they had something different about them. I mean, they sounded like, I don't want to say supercars. That sounds
But
kind of
peppy.
crazy. But they didn't
Yeah.
sound normal. It definitely had some type of exhaust, but
dude, speaking of rev limiters, Magnuson was there in a brand new third gen Tundra, just pegging the limiter on that new truck
nonstop, living
like,
on it.
how are these trucks able to do that? Like,
I don't
is
know.
that sustainable? I don't know.
I looked it up online, of course, and
Right on.
I mean, of course, online tells you like it's not good to be on the rev limiter.
It limits, right? Like it's supposed to. It's like a fail safe. If it wasn't there, it'd blow up.
Right. So
Right.
it's like not
Too many
technically
RPM.
Yeah, it's like not technically good, but it definitely like seems like it'll hold up to it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know really any other reason why
Same,
you would
like do
it,
they
though.
wear out? Like you can't wear them out. You just keep tapping on the end of it. Does it?
Well, we know like the
blows
old
up?
like 22 RE motors, and those old pickups, like that's just normal life.
Dude, our guy lives or the works right here, man. He's the same. That thing will have just started and that foot will be on the floor. No time for the motor to warm up.
I don't need oil in these cylinders.
Yeah. I mean, why? Shoot, rest of the 3 will work. So it's dude. Like, I don't know. Those are just really cool. And then I'm trying to think of. It seems like I saw another vehicle out there pretty prominent, but I'm trying to remember what it was. But they were like kind of a vibe.
Dude, they were all out there.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sure I remember the buggy guys were nuts.
I mean, Land Cruisers for days.
Land Cruisers, cool ones,
tons
man.
of Land
70
Cruisers.
series, imports.
Just about anything.
Yeah.
I mean, all the Toyotas. Like I said, Cena Stretch 200. Like, where else do you see that?
Yeah. That 70 series, we saw the tan one with the brown. Oh, my God.
That was my favorite one at the show.
Beautiful.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Either that or the 40 series that had the third gen Tacoma interior swap.
That was bad to the bone.
I know. And it's like,
no expense.
I'm normally not an interior swap guy, but that one just made sense.
Well, I think
it
was everything.
Reason.
I think it was like third gen drivetrain. Third gen everything.
It's called like Taco Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
The truck build.
I think it was supercharged too, wasn't it?
Oh, it had everything.
It was right there at the Magnuson booth.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Probably living on the rev limiter.
Yeah. That one was cool. Yeah. Just all the vehicles out there, I mean, just are awesome.
Well, I mean, Toyota has all their vehicles out. It's like they have the Sequoia out, the Land Cruiser, the new 4Runner, the Tacomas. It's like all the new Toyotas, having them as a sponsor bring out some of their rigs and put them through the paces is just rad.
Oh, dude. I can't forget to shout out this one, that lifted Tercel that was running around.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the orange one. I think it was like one of the most loved rigs, man. I think it's like the more out of the ordinary it is. Like same with the Helica,
one of one.
Same, like people just kind of like flock to it, love seeing something silly.
Yeah. But no, and then, so after we kind of saw all the vehicles there, we ended up going out to that rock or whatever. And then,
for the content,
which was funny because I had never driven a Tacoma other than just on the road. So I wasn't used to like these really long hoods. I remember having the hardest time getting up onto that rock because like I just could not see it. I had to use the front camera more than I've ever used. Well, my FJ don't have front camera, but like I had to use it, and that thing's handy, man. Like I kind of want to put a front camera on my vehicle now.
People say that, like people, I think are all against it, and but then it's like once people use it or try, it's like, oh, I see the benefits of like what this is and how you can see out in front of the hood. Cresting a hill, seeing what's over the backside, like that's handy.
Yeah, it is, man. Well, really, like the biggest thing to me was like because on the camera you can't really quite see the actual feature depth, if that makes sense. Like you can just see that it's there.
Yeah.
But it's nice because you can see essentially when your tire hits it.
Yeah.
So
what to expect.
Yeah, it's sweet. And then the power on that Tacoma. Like I was telling Mo and Grant about this, after I got done driving it. Man, it's just so steady. Like that hybrid motor, you don't have any of that like
it's not jumpy or twitchy. It's just smooth all the way through.
It's like driving a best way I've heard someone describe it is it's like driving an RC car. Like you can just get it very, very smooth, kind of deal. And then once the hybrid motor turns off, then the turbo turns on. So then it's just like still continuous power, smooth.
Yeah.
That thing, I have never felt more control like over a vehicle.
Yeah. So it was cool too because he's talking about our new 4th gen shop truck, by the way. The Tacoma. So it had a bunch of prototype parts on it. And at the time, like getting there, we had like, 1,000 miles on it? Something like that.
Yeah.
So it had our new proto front bumper that was all raw and everything, like still very proto. a bed rack, roof rack, stuff like that. No sliders, no skids, which we'll get into later. Which was you're gonna want to listen to the whole episode because it gets gnarly.
It was fun,
but yeah, I mean, I was impressed with the trails we did do with it, like how just even the throttle was, like you said, and just how like those 37-inch tires just ate everything, man. It's so smooth, like watching that truck compared to others.
Yeah. It really,
and driver skill helps. You know,
I mean,
that kind of stuff is definitely handy. I mean, Jake bounced that one up like it was a damn tennis ball,
dude.
I was like, dang, brother,
dude,
like let's go, man. Droop tuck.
I hadn't seen someone wheel like that since Thomas Rhines blew up the diff.
Joe Kelly wheels like that. He's saying, man, that younger generation. I mean, I tell him every time, Judd knows it, man. Don't kill this next Toyota, please, brother.
Yeah.
Like you're like our number one corporate. I gotta watch out for you.
Yeah. So when Mo was saying Jake, so that's Jake from Cali-Raised. So we went out and wheeled with Cali-Raised, and it was a ton of fun, but it was a wild experience. I'll let you guys kind of start in on it, and then because I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it's like Mo tells it the funniest in my opinion.
Oh, dude, it is nuts. They, I mean, it was we'd run a trail with them just before nightfall, which was awesome. It was a great trail, great for the trucks, nothing hard, That
was a three-star, right?
Challenging, yeah, a 3-star trail. Oh man, I can't remember what they call the hill, but that's where we were. If y'all are familiar with the area, and then we go back to camp or back to our booth and stuff, and hang out and talk to some vendors, and then that time's over, and they're like, "Well, let's go run another," and we're like, "Okay, what's the trail look like and everything?" And Jake's words were, "Well, it's equivalent to what we just did, because we don't have any kind of armor on the truck or anything." And dude, we pull up to the trail side, and I noticed, well, there's one more star on here. It's not a 3-star anymore. It's a 4-star, and it's a 5-star park. So now we're starting to get up there, and I mean the first, I guess, like move, gatekeeper move, I guess what you call it, is like this super, super steep drop. Like Grant will have the video. It's not going to look steep. It is so steep.
Yeah,
and we watched Jake and them go down it, and our buddy Josh Bratcher goes down it, and we decide, man, it's like we're gonna keep our Tacoma up here, and no shit, man. By the time we get to the bottom of the hill and get to these other trucks, Jake has snapped the CV in his 4th gen.
Yeah,
the Cali-Raised 4th gen.
And so, real quick, I don't want to interrupt you guys, but there's gonna be a little suspense. We're gonna drop on our discount code real quick.
Let's do it.
Also, our video is about to run out, so we got to restart it. All right, we're gonna start now.
The discount is, all right, we're back. Joe just got done taking a huge shit, but
he is full of crap. That is not what happened.
No, you were full of crap. No, you're not.
No, we're back. We're just messing with these cameras. We're trying to make these things better for y'all, and so a lot of that's our learning process that y'all have to bear with. But we realized cameras, man, or at least the Sonys, will only shoot for 29 minutes. So that's kind of when we had that little break. But I think Jo is about to sprinkle in a discount code, save y'all some money. So
yep, absolutely, it's in there now. So I guess
we left them in suspense.
I forgot we're not doing a discount code because normally I'll record it and then put it in. Like, but I guess we'll just do it live. Sorry, guys, we are super professional.
Real
Jambo,
life.
So it's going to be Jambo 15. So it's all caps JAMBO 15, and that'll get you 15% off plus free shipping and powder coat.
And we've got a lot of stuff in stock too. So if y'all are hunting, looking for anything, a lot of our Tacoma products are in stock. So 4Runner, Stanway, Tundra stuff's about the only thing we're waiting on. And by the time this comes out, it shouldn't be much longer for it either.
Yeah. But anyway, so back to the crazy trail story.
Oh yeah.
Jake,
so man, we're walking down there, and keep in mind this is Jake's like second time out wheeling. Like it's like he's ran trails and stuff. But like this is kind of like I said. I mean, dude, 4 stars equivalent.
Well, what kind of got him in trouble is that 3-star. I mean, he went buck wild on that 3-star, right?
So he had a heck of a time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was amazing. We all had a great time. Like the energy level for everybody was through the roof, right?
Yeah.
And so of course, when he means equivalent, he's just like, nah, we'll do one step harder. I'm gonna slide this in, right? Like, we'll do this next trail.
Well, I remember, dude, it was really funny because the way he worded it, he goes, "Hey guys, do you want to do this trail? He said it's a little bit harder. And we were like, dude, we don't have our sliders on this truck
No
yet. Like,
armor.
we don't have any skids, no rear bumper, nothing. And he goes, well, it's equivalent.
Yeah, let me backpedal.
Yeah.
And we were like,
Crawfish on and quit.
okay. So
Not the same.
No.
yeah. Well, it was funny too because I think before we even when we got to the trail, we asked the guy that was guiding it. We were like, "Hey, dude, how is this trail?" And he goes, "I don't know."
I don't know.
Like,
His
oh,
exact words. And we had to winch him backwards. Because he
Yeah.
started going down the wrong way.
Got nuts.
Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, like, it was just wild. It was so much fun though, man.
Yeah.
I'm super glad. No offense, Cali-Raised, but I was very glad it was y'all's truck and not our truck stuck. But,
Yeah.
Dude.
I feel like we made a good judgment call.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Not going
I
down
knew
that
it,
thing.
man.
Yeah.
I
Just
knew it.
yet. Not to say we wouldn't
Yeah.
one day, but the
Dude,
truck
put
wasn't
some
ready.
armor on it, right?
Got to get some stuff on
Yeah.
it. Well, when I saw him literally get on 3 wheels, nosing down like on a hill,
Yeah, dude.
I knew it was no business for us
Yeah.
that day, especially not in a truck that I don't own. So,
Right. But we started this trail at like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So it was dark. It was late. Definitely
Yeah.
all the lights on.
yeah.
And yeah, we hear this over the radio, or probably not even over the radio.
Not even
it
on
was,
the radio.
It was so
seriously,
loud.
by the time I
Yeah.
got to Josh's truck, I jumped in his truck and we pulled forward 20 feet and I jumped back out of his truck and we were caught up with Cali-Raised. And
Yeah.
everybody was looking at all the shiny bits on the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snap City, man. It did not look awesome.
Did not impressed with whatever move he was trying to pull. I hate that we missed
Yeah.
it. It must have been awesome.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
Well,
but-
I mean, and watching him wheel though, like the way he was like, because how it is, like usually you'll have 2 type of people when you go wheeling for the first time. You either have people that are terrified to hit the throttle, or you have people that hit the throttle as hard as they can and just use momentum.
Dude, right.
It's like
Gas is
and-
your friend.
yeah, and he was the momentum type, which is
Yeah.
awesome. But I remember watching him, I was like, dude, I will be shocked if nothing breaks
Right.
on this trip.
Same, man. Same.
And it did. So
Yeah.
Right. He broke, and then what we had to do was there's no way we were going to go through the rest of the trail because we were only a few hundred feet in.
Seriously, like
So-
not far.
Yeah, so Abe with Cali-Raised was with us too in his 4Runner. So we turned him around and we turned
Josh around.
Josh around in his 4Runner. Got them both up. Like we stacked rocks and were able to go back up the way we came, which I was impressed with both of those drives. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
both those dudes crushed going up there.
Yeah, they
Seriously.
did.
I mean, that was awesome. I thought we'd for sure have to pull cable, but and then we got Jake in the 4th gen turned around. So that truck is an SR5.
Yeah.
So no locker. And then what happened was, I don't know if it's because of CV or what the deal was, but it was in limp mode. So every time, they had changed drivers too.
Yeah.
Abe was like, Jake, I'm gonna drive.
B
this
team
thing."
Yeah.
out, A
Right.
team in.
So Abe gets in, and I think he's just like goosing the crap out of this throttle, but he's like, dude, I'm barely touching it. It's just wanting to
Yeah.
spin.
Yeah.
So he's doing burnouts and can't help it. You know,
Yeah.
trying to get back up to where we can winch him. And then we finally we rock pack him where we can, and dude, I don't know if this is like we were just like the Backwoods guys. We were like in sync.
Wavelength,
Yeah.
man.
Dude, on the same page, man. All 4 of us, like independently, jumped on the tools, on the winch. We got all the recovery stuff out and just like started making it happen. You
Yeah.
know?
Dude, I mean, same. Like I knew we were gonna have to shackle off some trees to get straighter pulls and not just
Yeah.
be pulling into the earth.
Yeah.
Set that up super quick. Josh had his 4Runner at the top, so we're pulling from it. Bumper held up great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Matt's off-road
we
recovery
had a
videos
lot,
coming in
dude.
clutch, right?
Yeah.
all that after hours studying.
Those do help a
Look me
lot.
up,
Yeah, man.
right?
They really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes bananas. But I mean, it was sweet, man. Like I was super stoked. That was by far my best time. I do hate that it came at the expense of them boys, but
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's the thing is they were all good sports about it. They know that shit happens. You're out banging these rigs and wearing on them. It's like, man, they're not just bulletproof. It's
Mhm.
like you run the risk of that every time you're out. So, I mean, all you can ask for is to have a group like what we were, provide help. Let them know it's like, dude, we're gonna get y'all to the top of this hill. Like don't sweat where you're at right now. Like you'll be at the top by the end of the night. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
and seriously, that thing pulled out in like an hour.
Yeah.
And to pull it up this steep hill. I was beyond impressed, with everything, with how all the equipment held up, Factor 55 stuff crushed.
Oh yeah.
We used some kind of winch, rope fairlead. I don't know whose that was, but also crushed.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say too, like technically Cali-Raised is a competitor of ours. I'm so sick of this bullcrap stuff of some companies like oh, we can't, hang out with you guys because we're,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, we're in the same thing. We enjoy the same things.
We just live in a
We
different
don't
spot.
care, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, dude, if we lived in Texas, maybe we worked at Cali-Raised. Dude, we live in Colorado, maybe we work at Sherpa. It's like Alex,
Yeah.
all them guys over there, they're always same, hospitable to us. We
Yeah.
extend the same to them. It's like, it's not this like dogfight going on behind the scenes where those companies, just can't stand the sight of each other.
Yeah.
That's the funny part is
Right.
we're a traveling circus with these shows,
Yeah.
so it's like, man, we'll show up in a different town, different state, man, and it's a lot of the same characters when you start setting up and looking around. And so, it's like you can either walk around pissed off, man, or you can make friends with folks and
Yeah,
stuff like
exactly.
that. And I've always found the second one to be much easier to do than the
Yeah.
first. And same, it's like we get along great with those guys,
Yeah.
along with a handful of other people that we meet out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's weird. I think a lot of people, like Grant was saying, like think that like all these companies like that we don't like each other, and it's like they would probably laugh if they knew like how much we talk to these other companies and
Yeah.
like hang out at shows and
we will
like
recommend other products that we don't make from other companies, like to
Yeah.
our customers.
yeah,
You know?
absolutely,
Like, why would we
absolutely.
not? Like,
Oh, when we met RCI in Colorado, we told them how many times we'd recommended our Forerunner or their Forerunner skids to go with our
Yeah.
bumper, and they were like, "It's y'all, you're the guys." We're like, "Yeah, it's us, man."
Yeah,
I mean, we're all end users. We have to piece our stuff together. Like, what's
Yeah.
the difference?
Yeah, save
Yeah.
somebody a hassle. Like we know what works best, man. Recommend that. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to
Yeah.
like add work to anybody.
Yeah,
Right?
our goal is for you guys to have fun and have the least amount of issues as possible, and it
Yeah.
work the most efficient way. And if our stuff doesn't check the box, someone else's
Call us,
will,
man.
and we'll
We
let
may
you
know
know.
what you're looking for. Like I
Yeah.
said, we've been doing this for a minute, not forever, but I don't know, when you're in it, it feels like you've been looking at everything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it does, it does. But yeah,
So we
no,
got out-
yeah,
We
Go ahead,
got out
Grant,
of
sorry.
there, what,
Yeah,
11 and
yeah,
maybe after
probably
that?
just a little after 11, because I think I think we ended up leaving there maybe just before midnight. Dude, I was so stoked, man. We came back to the Airbnb, man. We just talked about it till
Yeah.
2 in the morning, like
Yeah.
talking about recovery stuff and how much fun that is. It's always, you hate that it's always this way, but it's always like the stuff that's the worst that makes the most memorable trips.
Exactly.
And this is one of those things, it's like I don't know if I'll ever forget, pulling them boys out of that valley down in Texas. Like I said, it was that epic of a time, to work with those guys and everything like that. And for it to be a success, it's like, dude, that takes teamwork, to
Yeah.
pull a truck from the bottom of a valley to the top of it and do it safely. Nothing was snapped, nobody was hurt,
Yeah.
no other shit was broke. It's like everything worked like you want it to.
Yeah. Truck was in great shape when I got off trail, really. I mean, other than the CV, of course,
Well, I mean,
but
they
everything
drove
looked good.
Yeah, drove it back to camp.
Yeah.
Two-wheel
Mhm.
drive life, and one of their engineers. I mean, he was super thankful for us the next day. Grateful that we were there to help and everything. And I just told him, it's like, man, if the shoe was on the other foot, I know y'all do the same.
Yeah.
And
Right.
we hope to never find that out, but I gotta believe that they would. Like I said, Jake, Abe, all them guys over there, they just really, like I said, they're a great group.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
So I think we should talk about a few more things before we wrap
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
So the TRD Pro Tacoma ride.
Absolutely.
We need to talk about Blind Man's Bluff and
Yeah.
the Stampede.
Yeah.
Have to.
I mean, those were fun. Both of them were great. The Toyota thing, I mean, that one was cool. I mean, something new for this year, right? So it's like they've always had this race course that they build for Blind Man's Bluff and everything. So it's like, to see Toyota kind of help with the building of the race course, you could kind of tell they helped. The jumps are
Yeah.
smooth now, and it's not just piles of dirt in the road. But I mean, I thought that Tacoma ride was the most badass thing.
It was incredible. Like,
So yeah, you
so
basically
fast.
sign up and you get to do a ride along in a bone stock TRD Pro Tacoma with a professional Baja racer.
Yeah. Like, this is probably like a stroll on the beach for him. He probably
Oh,
thinks we're
yeah.
a bunch of Nancy boys
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
this ain't even anything.
And he's out there pegging this truck, hours on hours, day after day, and they're replacing tires and like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, you guys can do your perspective, but like riding in this thing, I thought it was just going to explode because like
Yeah.
I couldn't fathom that a truck could take this much abuse. I mean, he was
Not a
hammering.
stock truck.
Right.
Not a stock
truck.
truck.
Like, this is straight from the showroom.
Yeah.
This is how you'd buy it. Like, this isn't
Yeah.
like freshen up the shocks or anything in the rear. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
you buy it, you can go fly it.
I mean, we were literally jumping in the air and smashing rocks, doing burnouts,
hitting drifts at like 60.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, like
It's weird to
yeah.
ride in a truck that is going towards a jump and you never hit the brakes. Like to
Yeah.
me,
Yes.
like that's almost how you start. And to me, I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
dude, like, are we gonna like slow down? No, no. And you realize, like, dude, he never lifted a toe off that damn gas pedal,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I mean, we was
Yeah.
gone.
It was dude, it felt
Yeah.
wild. I mean, seriously, like I was telling them we were going so fast in that truck. I was trying to keep my hand out the window with my phone.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my hand stable enough and not hit the record button on the side. So like my clip was maybe 5 seconds long because it was just so I don't want to say violent because
Yeah.
it was like very smooth, but it
Yeah.
was just thrashy, dude. Like
Yeah.
it was nuts.
Not as violent as you'd think for what was happening, you know,
Yeah.
like I don't know. And we're in the back seats. We're in the back seats, so we have like shocks in our knees, and we're flying around in this damn thing. And it's same. You know, if he showed up right now, I'd swing my mic out of the way and I'd say, "Let's go."
Yeah.
I would jump in the back
Yeah.
seat of that truck all day long.
The shock seats now make sense. Now that I've
Well,
like
if you drive it like that,
yeah, if
yeah.
you're doing that, you know.
But if I had that truck and drove it half as hard, I would be impressed that it held together.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing is like, man, it's like inspires confidence, right? Because you know, if you were to ever purchase one of those, you're not going to drive it
Yeah.
as hard as what he just did for 3 days. And
Yeah.
I mean, he changed the tires on it seriously. And I mean, I'm a full size kid. Jo was in the truck with me. The guy up front, he's full size. You know, and the Baja guy, he's pretty, you know, like a horse jockey, man. He's ready to rip.
Yeah.
But he, dude, I mean, he just did not care. I mean, I kept thinking, there's no way these tires are going to hold the beat of these wheels whipping this truck like that
Yeah.
on dirt.
Mm.
And all he did was get me to the end with all tires still having air in them.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah, if you guys go to an event and they have that going on, like don't
it.
skip it. Make sure you do
Do
it.
not skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you do
I
it.
had a similar experience with when I went to Daytona with Zach Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got to ride in the GR Corolla.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. The Camry, the TRD Camry.
Oh man. I bet
And
that
they
was
had a
cool.
driver in there just as nuts, man. Like we
Yeah.
were like
That's the cool thing is when
feeling
you
out
have somebody who knows what
J
they're doing.
turns.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like we could all jump in the truck and give her the beans, but you want somebody who knows when to let off the beans and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and start braking and get you home safe. That's what we were saying it after we rode. You know, it's like I can't believe Toyota's out here, all windows down on this truck, people's arms hanging out the side of this car, not a worry in the world. They know it's not going to roll.
Yeah.
All these things like safety.
Well, we did
Safety's been
sign a lot of
handled.
waivers.
Yeah. I guess they just are like, yep, you signed a waiver, you know, you're good.
I mean, yeah.
But it shocked me, dude. I mean, they're out there jumping with 4 people in the vehicle with the windows down.
Yeah,
like, I
dude.
know that doesn't sound crazy, but
Britney Spears playing.
Brittany was banging.
Yeah, Britney Spears was playing.
Which
But
was weird. Like I said, for something so awesome to be happening, and Brittany, you drive me crazy to be playing on the radio.
Yeah.
You're like,
When
where
I
am
went,
I?
we were playing
Yeah.
Linkin Park, so that checked out.
You got a little
Oh,
better
wow.
tunes.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Linkin Park, you know, but Britney fit the bill.
Right, I just
So-
say you drive me crazy, man. I was like, dude, this is pretty accurate, man.
Yeah.
He's crushing, and this
Yeah.
truck's crushing. I mean, that was like you said, for something free to do that you could do over and over if you want. I mean, treat this thing like
Yeah.
a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, they'd run it until I forget sometime in the afternoon. They'd kind of knock it off. I guess when all those other events were starting, like the Blind Man's Bluff, Stampede, and the Rock
Yeah.
Crawl and stuff,
Yeah.
they kind of didn't want to conflict with that. But I mean,
Tell
it was
'em-
good.
Tell them what Blind Man's Bluff is.
All right. So Blind Man's Bluff, I saw it for my first time. Feel
Yep.
like I definitely saw a great example. Uh,
Right?
So Blind Man's Bluff is, in my opinion, like the last event I would be doing there. You
Right.
know, like they literally put a blindfold on you, put you in the driver's seat, and your passenger tells you where to go on this track. And
Yeah.
it's not a wide open track. It's between trees and jumps and everything else. And they're also not in Gambler 500 cars. They're in like $50,000
they
It's,
brought-
cars.
it's whatever
You know,
whatever vehicle you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
However
that
built.
LC 250
Yeah.
was. I mean, they're brand new.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Brand
not
new
like
Land
you can buy an
Cruiser.
87 LC 250.
And you're
Yeah.
timed, right? So obviously best time around this track wins. So
Right.
obviously you got to keep up and go
Yeah.
fast.
And when we're walking up, I mean, my very first experience of seeing Blind Man's Bluff is a dude slammed into a tree.
Yep, in a truck.
Hit him
we
with the
found out
best
later
part.
It wasn't even driving.
Yeah, he
Or
didn't
it
even
wasn't
own it.
his. The
Wasn't
guy-
his.
Yeah, the
He
guy
did not own the
driving it.
truck and he wrecked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he bust the lower ball joint
Lower
or something.
ball joint just gone, man. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tire was just dangling.
I mean, tree also banged up.
Yeah, slammed into a tree, just like, dude, that I mean, obviously we have no idea
But
like
it's
the
fun. I forget who
aftermath, but
crushed it. There was one couple that like I don't know, like they absolutely crushed it. And really, it's like it's not like they have you do a lot. You know, it's like you have to do a figure eight. It's like you got to go straight, and then you got to make this kind of long sweeping left turn, and then straight back down the other way, and that's your finish line. So it's not this long course, but that first left turn, really the only turn,
yeah.
is dang tricky, man. Because I mean, you got to watch. The crowd has to watch out and stuff. And I think I watched a video from in the cab of that guy who wrecked his Tacoma, and the guy who is the spotter is screaming to go passenger.
Yeah, he is.
And that
Passenger,
guy, and the
passenger.
guy, he goes driver the whole time, and then when he hits the tree, the spotter goes, "I'm the other passenger," or,
Yeah.
you know, because he would not quit, you know. And like,
Oh
what
man.
are you supposed to do as the spotter, right? Like you see what's happening, and you're telling him,
You gave
and
him good
like,
instruction. He
yeah.
did his job.
Yeah.
And this guy says, "Nah, I know the way. Trust my
Right.
heart.
I have the force.
Yeah.
I know more than you.
Shh, I got you." You just ride along. I mean, that was nuts, but I mean that one's super cool.
All right, guys, we're back. Sorry, more camera issues.
Sorry.
Ran out of memory space on one camera. So
We'll figure it out one
yeah,
day.
it's a work in progress. But
I think we need to backtrack and start talking about the rock garden.
Yeah, I think that's about where we were when we left off, and yeah, hard to say, but I mean, it was different this year because they had run it backwards in the previous years past. So the layout was different for the drivers, I'm sure. And then always cool to see like what shows up. You know, I think they had that, you know, anything from a Camry to a
Yeah.
4Runner that I'd swear had a lowering kit on it.
yeah.
The father-daughter combo every year is
They're
so
the
cool.
best, right? Like
So
that's
cool.
what I was saying. It's like, man, they started in that Sequoia, Blind Man's Bluff. We saw them there the last couple years, and now she's got her own RAV4. So it's like she's starting to do her own thing, man.
Well, she had the RAV4 last year.
Did she? I
Yeah.
thought it was the
No,
Sequoia.
I remember that.
That's awesome.
There was somebody in
Yeah.
a bone stock Sequoia that got boogered up pretty good last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
But yeah, to see that same like father-daughter come out. So they have a spotter. Well, you can have a spotter if you want to run alongside you with the rock garden.
Yeah.
And yeah, his daughter was driving this little RAV4, and you know, she's just kind of making her way, and you know, doesn't want to push it too hard. And
Yeah.
then when she
No,
feels
detail drove it there, right?
yeah, right. When she feels uncomfortable, they back it off, and that's, you know, what they did, and I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, we saw some funny spotters, or a funny
Oh
spotter.
my gosh, right? That the guys, man,
Not
with
spotting.
with the Land Cruiser. I mean, this guy got up on the rocks, and his spotter just seriously put his back to the car, started walking towards the end, just hand in the air. Finish
Yeah.
line's this way.
Like no
You
left
just
or
stay
right.
behind me.
Yeah.
Just straight. It's like, cool,
Keep
man.
coming.
Yeah.
Glad he added value that way.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would not be stoked if you guys did that to me.
Dude,
Get me
nah,
out on
dude.
that garden and be like, well, you're
Nah,
on your own.
man. I'll get you right.
No,
No,
I know.
he crushed. He absolutely crushed. I mean, the 80, he didn't bang anything. So it's like he knew what he
Yeah.
was doing. Once you get up over that top spot, I'll just get out of your way.
Maybe it was just for giggles.
I'll
Maybe
tell
he
you,
knew.
Grant's a good spotter, man. He really is. Like he spotted me up going to those trails that weekend. And
Well, good driver too. So
I saw some
Well,
good hand signals.
if-
Colorado
dude.
hand signals in there.
yes, he did like the little
Colorado hand signals, man. You gotta give props out west, man.
I
Yeah.
liked it, man. It was good. It was
Oh,
good.
wait till you do it on Blackberry. You're like, holy shit, this guy's crushing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never like had, I guess, like a trained spotter in my life before until
Right.
we went to Rocky Mountain Toyota Roundup, Mo and I, and dude, I forget his name, man.
I
It's
know.
just such a legend. But
Yeah.
like had these like neon mechanics gloves out there, and he literally sat on Black Bear on the hardest part and just guided people all day.
All day.
Anybody. Didn't matter if they were with us
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
He's just out there like, you know when your tires are gonna drop. You know when it's gonna come up. You know exactly how much to turn. Like, so awesome.
I
man.
can't wait to experience that
crushed.
this year.
He
Hopefully he's
crushed.
there.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. Seriously, we don't know how much space we've got going. To the folks we met at Jambo, John, Vanessa, Henry, all you folks that come
Yeah.
up and say you enjoy listening to this. Seriously, thank you all so much.
Yeah.
Henry, your Max Tracks keychains.
Yeah,
Grant,
dude.
myself, Jo, we're all loving them there to our backpacks. So they come with us kind of everywhere, a little
Yeah.
piece of y'all. And seriously, we can't say how much we appreciate that. We're a
Yeah.
couple dudes that don't know what we're doing. We've got Grant here.
Yeah.
He's in the
I'm
same
the
boat. So
outsider,
like
but yeah.
seriously, the words y'all give us keep us going. I said it's cool to hear some of the people around the United States that we've run into listen to us. So it's super humbling.
Yeah.
If y'all ever have a topic or something, that you think we should talk about, reach out to us. We love talking about shows, stuff around Arkansas, what we love getting into, but we've kind of, I'm not young, so I kind of talk about anything and everything, man. If y'all ever have a topic, send it our way.
Yeah, please do. And yeah, I know Mo already said it, but Henry, seriously, thank you so much,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Like
Yeah.
that keychain really meant a lot to me.
For sure.
So yeah, thank you, dude. And hey, Henry, you have also a really awesome dad, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
gotta
cool.
say the story real quick. The reason we originally met Henry was because his dad reached out to Mo and I through email and was like, "Hey, I just got my son this 4Runner. He has y'all's roof rack. He is now obsessed with Backwoods. Do you guys
Yeah.
have any type of like swag you can send us?" And we love that,
Dude, we love that. That was the other cool thing. Last thing, same. Other than meeting the people that listen to
Yeah.
us, was seeing the people with our product.
Oh, yeah. We
If we
can't.
missed y'all at the show, we were as soon as we'd see Backwoods product, man, we'd try and get y'all a shirt, hat,
Yeah.
sticker, patch, whatever we have. And like I said, man, that's seriously just a token of our appreciation. Like we can't do what we do without y'all. So it's so cool to see y'all out in the wild. See so many of y'all at Jamboree at Barnwell Mountain using the rigs as intended. So love seeing that. We'll be in Bentonville for
Bentonville
Memorial
Bike
Day
Fest.
weekend, Bentonville Bike Fest, and I think our next show after that is out in California around the 21st of June. And same, if y'all are close to any one of those shows, we'll have the trucks out. Come through, see some of the new products. We'll have the 4th
Yeah.
Gen Tacoma starting to make its way, but dude, I know I've got this rambling, but seriously, love y'all, appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Till the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks. Later.
Oh, check us out, backwoodsadventuremods.com, Instagram, Backwoods Adventure Mods, and YouTube is also Backwoods Adventure Mods. Peace.
Later.